Oh my God, that is so good. So good. Why don't I do it the night before? Because I really think that when I add the hot water to it right after I grind it, it is optimum. I've done both where I've ground the coffee beans the night before. I like doing it. It's a ritual that I like in the morning. Now I take this, put it in the French press. The water was boiling. I took it off the heat. It's been off the heat for about 1 minute. I'm not doing it instructional at all. I'm just kind of for me, that's about half of the French press for the big mug that I use. I put the top back on. I just let it sit now for like 4 minutes, no more, literally 4 minutes, that's it. And then I'll break up the crust on the top, plunge it down, press the coffee, and then pour it. Stir it with a chopstick and enjoy it. Well, today was trash day. Took out the trash first thing this morning at about 4:30. Take these off so there's no reflection. Got up and reading some comments and some emails that I'd like to share with you today. Actually, but I have to put my glasses back on. I think I got one from like a serious hardcore white supremacist calling me a faggot. All right. How'd you like to wake up to that every day? All right, so what happens with him? He gets blocked and that comment gets removed. And I had that's one of my videos that I had an American flag in the back. You can always tell when people are drunk or high or something. And then you go to their pages, they have no content of their own. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, they just say nasty stuff. It's like, if you're going to say stuff, say something nice. Or, I don't care if you disagree with me. That doesn't matter. Just don't be a jerk about it. Okay. What happened to your glorious beard? I guess he hasn't watched in a while. What happened? Your mother sat on it and it smelled, so I had to shave it off. That's what happened to it. The government, U.S. government should have you on the payroll for providing invaluable public service. The truth hurts, but the truth will set them free. All right, what are we pairing up today? Hey, I'm going to start including the tin sniff from now on because of this. Your facial hair looks great. My grandpa left me his pipe many years ago. I think I'm ready to start smoking it. Thank you for sharing this video. Great content, nice way of redefining those moments of life. I love all your talks, but not this one, though. Whatever, right? Right. Exactly. That's just a few of them. I love your channel. Well, that's a good thing. And, oh, here's a great one. This came in yesterday. I thought this was really neat. We're almost at 4 minutes. And then I'm going to plunge the press down. Where's my guy? I got a guy from New Zealand who started watching me. Ah, here we go. Let me read this to you. Well, good morning. My name is George Bruno, also known as the Sultan of Silver in the hair industry. And for those of you that have never watched, you're wondering, what the heck is this white bearded guy doing? Sitting at a computer in the kitchen making coffee. You'll see. Oh, today's coffee. No one's sponsoring this video yet. This is Chestnut Hill Coffee Roasters. I used the last of the beans there. Hey George, I recently discovered your YouTube postings. Okay, not quite yet. And I'm quickly learning the proper ways of managing my growing beard, which is going to be a year on the 29th of May this year. And he tells me why, for some medical reasons, had to take it off, had heart surgery. You are providing me with some of the best tips that I've ever found on the internet about proper care and maintenance of my beard. I like that. That's good. I try to be the best at what I do, for which I thank you. Wide tooth combs, purple shampoo and conditioner, which means that he has white hair or gray hair. I'm not trimming anything. That's my guideline now. Thanks, George. At 70 years, I have a new lease on life. I just bought a bicycle, and the recovery post cardiac arrest has been amazing. And I'm now fitter than the past 10 years. Oh, that's cool. Keep up the good work. Possibly your farthest away fan from the west coast of the South Island of New Zealand in Hakatika. Regards, Dave. I won't give his last name. Well, that's kind of cool. Stuff like that's really neat. And that's just the beginning of what I do. I have just one after another of people asking me questions, making comments, scheduling appointments. All right, now let's just take this off here real quick. I stir it up real. A little crust forms on the top. I stir that around. Now it's time to press it. Watch. See what it's doing? It pushes all the grounds to the bottom. I'm going to put a link below for the hand grinder and for this French press. Now it's ready to pour. My cats are looking at me like, what are you doing? Now I stir it with a chopstick. I put a little bit of cream in, and I know there's the purists out there. We like our coffee black, and I never really tasted coffee till I had it black. I get it. I do that too. It's okay. It's not one thing or the other in life. Some things are, but not everything. There's nuances, and you can enjoy different things. I only like my whiskey like this or like that. Whatever. Somebody offers you a Manhattan or a whiskey sour, you're going to turn it down? Because you only have your whiskey neat or this or that way or in this kind of glass or what. So what? Who cares? All right, let's try this now in the famous feel free to shut up coffee mug. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Hold on one second. And we are back. Did I ever show you my coffee mill? It's probably, about 2 inches in diameter. It's cylindrical. Let me take it apart. This is the little storage area where the ground coffee goes into. You can adjust the grind. It's a ceramic burr, not metal or plastic. You take the handle off, take the top off, and that's where it gets ground. I just usually pour it right from the bag. I make the bag like this. So see that? So it just like pours out. I put my hand over that and then I just kind of lightly pour it in and I fill this up. Put this top on. Put the handle on. Seems like a lot of work, but really it's not. And then just start grinding. When that's done, then I take this, put it into the French press. And the French press has to be cleaned. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is a slight pain in the ass, but when you drink coffee that's this good, you don't mind going through the preparation. It's like a Zippo lighter. You know, you can get things that light quick like a Bic, but you know, a Zippo has to be taken care of. And I boil my water in a whistling tea kettle. I'm gonna get a gooseneck one real soon for my pour through coffee. This should last a lifetime. It's stainless steel. There's really nothing that can go wrong with it unless you're grinding stones in it and the burrs stop working, or if you make the burrs too close together and they start grinding on each other. That's not a good thing. And this French press, I'll put a link for this on Amazon. I don't think this was more than $30. And what it is, it's a plunger. It's a plunger in there. See that? That's got a screen. And when you put the water in with the beans, and then they do their thing for 4 minutes, you push that plunger down, okay, and it pushes the beans to the bottom, and the coffee is left up here. And then you end up with this magnificently brewed cup of coffee that's not burnt. And after I boil the water, I let the water sit for a minute, so it goes down to 200 degrees. And that just makes the best, most crazy cup of coffee. Links for everything are going to be down below. But don't consider this an official instructional video. I'm going to be doing that in the daylight sometime soon. Yum. So apparently it's going to be very nice today. Let's just take a quick look here. Let's see what weather.com has to say. I think it's going to be in the 50s or 60s today. It's 49 degrees right now, and it's 5 a.m. And I believe it's going to be getting warm today, if I'm not mistaken. Apparently weather.com does not want to work too well on the computer, but from what I understand, it's going to be in the 70s tomorrow. And what I did to prepare for that was I actually fired up the Vespa yesterday and just got it running. I put a fuel stabilizer in it for the winter and started it every now and then just to keep the fluids going so nothing comes up and keep the carb going. But I probably will put some kind of carburetor cleaner in it. Okay, today is going to be, today is going to be a high of 68 degrees. Yowza. And tomorrow a high of 71, and then of course back to the low 40s on Thursday. Kind of yanks your chain a little bit, doesn't it? Sometimes you see the trees, they get tricked into like budding a little bit. I'm on a roll right now. I'm getting a lot of work done. Putting together a newsletter, editing the book, which is taking 5 times longer than I thought. And I'm going to try to get to the gym at the end of the day today. So much to do during the day. Today was going to be an education day at the salon, and then apparently that educator canceled out. Something happened. Something happened. I'm not privy to all the details. So what happened was we didn't schedule anybody. And when people don't get scheduled, that means there's no revenue, no income for me. So I'm doing all my work from home today and going to make up for what I would miss cutting hair. Saltress and I were going to do some things together. Whenever the weather is nice, she pulls out the Corvette. She's into Corvettes and muscle cars and all that stuff, and horses. So we were going to go take a look at horses today, her horses today, and she has a business on the side where she gives horse riding lessons and also works with like a therapy group that works with autistic children. So that's kind of neat. So that's kind of a nice way of giving back with her. With what was a hobby is now something that she enjoyed, is now something that other people can benefit from, and I really dig that. That's really cool. So I'm going to be making money from home today and hitting the gym later and preparing for Mar-a-Lago on New Year's Eve this year. That's on my to-do list. I wrote that down. If you don't write it down, if you don't commit it to paper or put it on a whiteboard, it's not going to happen. You need to see it. I have a whiteboard that I pass 100 times a day, and it reminds me of my to-do list. I also have things written on a yellow pad as well. Stay tuned for some upcoming videos. I'm going to be doing some coffee videos real soon. I'm going to be doing how exactly, all the process. I'm going to teach you how to make coffee with a French press. It's excellent. It's my favorite kind. It's just a little tiny bit more work, but with the proper preparation. And don't get intimidated by it. My nose is whistling right now. Did you hear that? With the proper preparation, there's not a lot. It makes a superior cup of coffee. Nothing like it. And then I'm going to do a proper instructional video on a pour-through method, what me and my family call a Melita method. And what else? Oh, I have that pour-through sock thing that they use in Portugal and Brazil. Just, it looks like a condom with a handle on it, and you put your grounds in there and you pour the hot water through it. We're going to do an instructional video on that. Looks like a sock. What else? Probably going to get back to, I'm going to do a video on the Vespa and getting that fired up for spring, and my routine for how I prepare a gas engine after it's been sitting for a while. That should be interesting, right? So, for some people anyways. What else is going on? Another video is going to be submitted to Beard Brand pretty soon. And the salon is getting sold as of March 1st and is going in a new direction. They're adding, the new owner likes what I do so far, and Chrissy is going to be the manager of the salon. That should be interesting. It's going to be remodeled, and we're adding 6 new stylists for a total of 12 or 13 stylists. That should be interesting, right? It's going to change a lot of things. A lot of things will change. The dynamics will change as far as timing, appointments. It's been a little bit lax up till now. So it'll be fun to have a more energetic environment. I look forward to that. What are you doing today? Put it down below. Tell me what you're doing today. What is on your to-do list? Mine is very clear what I'm doing. And I want yours to be clear. 2018 is the year that you get unstuck. Unstuck in life, unstuck in your career, vocation, unstuck in love. Sometimes getting unstuck means canning some things, getting rid of some things, and people. You know what you need to do. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But most of us, we know what we need to do. We know what needs to end. We know what we need to stop doing. I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy your coffee.